Solo Leveling broke the internet. If I were a girl, my hymen would instantly break the second I felt JinWoo's aura. Season 2 was good. If Season 1 was a masterpiece, then Season 2 is Masterpiece a sequel. That's the last hentai joke, I swear. A lot happened in Season 2. I felt like nobody cared this much about the prequel. And as a manhwa reader, I am happy the anime is getting more recognition. Don't take it from me, take it from this guy.
This is the best anime right now, chap.
See? If you don't know what is a Solo Leveling, it is about a guy who farms so much aura that he starts rizzing up minors. What does the world come to? Aura used to be a word used to describe the atmosphere or a certain feeling. Now it's just peak brain rot. Bro's aura is immaculate. The fuck does that even mean? My phone fell the other day and a kid told me I had zero aura, so I started looks maxing and rizzing up level 10 gyats. JinWoo was on a farming streak this season. The second the show starts, the school was flooded. It's not just a minor. He rizzed up a demon, a mommy swordsman, even the boys. They were all lusting for some of that dick. Jokes aside, Season 2 really embodies JinWoo's character development. From the world's weakest hunter to the nation's 10th S rank. We saw what he went through in Season 1. But Season 2 ditches the loser persona and embraces the gigachat that he is. Anime is at its best when you're not nitpicking every flaw that it has. Leave that to the male reviewers. And Solo Leveling is one of those shows that can get you really hooked if you turn a blind eye. Deku spent 430 chapters to be the greatest hero just to end up at McDonald's. Maybe the greatest hero was the friends he made along the way. Yeah, values, friendship, all that's great. But sometimes, you just need someone that can fuck everyone up. He's overpowered, but they still put up a really good fight. I've seen characters reach godlike status in one episode. Sung Jin-woo is not a god. Yet. The dude struggles as he levels up. He doesn't whine when he's not good enough. That only ever happened in the first 2 episodes. The rest are just badass. That's fine. The best timing to farm the most aura. Now. I told you extracting Drake was a bad idea. But it's these badass moments that define Solo Leveling. I will not hear anyone saying that the story has no plot. You don't know about the absolute beings. I read the manhwa. I am superior. If you guys think JinWoo's aura is at its peak right now, wait till you see what he does next. I would kill to have some of that aura. But I don't have to, I can just... Struggling to get girls cause you smell like piss all the time? Introducing the all-new Bleu de JinWoo, made with intense mewing and genuine mogging. 2 sprays of this bad boy and the girls will come flocking. It might even bring your bedridden mother to life. So what are you waiting for? Get yours now at your nearest psych ward. Terms and conditions apply. Cocaine is a dangerously powerful stimulant that increases dopamine levels in the brain. You will get really excited for 15 minutes and get fucked for the rest of your life. Or you can watch a Solo Leveling fight. I've never been so hyped watching an anime. Dopamine was through the roof. Some say it's mindless action. Then I say take my mind and shove that action deep in my JinWoo vs Baran, JinWoo vs Kagagan, Baruka, Vulcan, the End King. This season was filled with fights that had me on the edge of my seat. A1 brought their A game coming into this. I don't know what it is about Season 1 that felt a little underwhelming to me. Maybe it's the expectations I have from reading the manhwa. The aesthetic of it was unfortunately restrained. We've seen it in shows like danjo.anime, where it's just not practical to invest so much into 2 seconds of screen time. But it is absolutely worth it to spend every single penny on straight hands. They outdone themselves. The fluid animation, the fight choreography, I can tell so much planning went into every single frame. The sequences that follow after those few panels. You can't read this. This is when the anime overtakes the manhwa, and the music was just orgasmic. Attack on Titan music is Hiroyuki Sawano's greatest work. There's no denying it. Some animes treat music as a side chick, just there to support in the background. But great things happen when you make music the wife. You shut the characters up and let the music do the talking. That's what creates these hyped moments. If Attack on Titan didn't highlight its soundtracks, the series wouldn't be nearly as good as it is today. Some animes just thrive with its music. Frieren and The Dangers in My Heart. These 2 are really great examples. When Solo Leveling announced they were gonna have this guy on its tracks, I knew it was gonna be absolute cinema. Then dark aria starts playing. Oh, symphonic suite level 2. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Then they threw both of it in one episode. When I was reading the manhwa, I couldn't even imagine what kind of music would suit this masterpiece. But now I know it takes one to suit one. The thing about Hiroyuki Sawano is he always refines and adapts his music to fit certain scenes, so we'll get different renditions of the same banger. As soon as you hear the note, the emotions start to hit. People hate this episode. Episode 9 of Season 2 was the most disliked episode of the season. Following an epic fight with the Demon Lord, Sung Jin-woo drugged his mother out of eternal slumber and proceeds to lose aura as he weeps like a baby. I don't hate this episode. I feel like it shows the story has more depth to it. But I do feel it's weird. Sung Jin-woo became a hunter to support his sick mom and his sister's education. This motive of his kind of throws itself out the window because he does not look like a family guy. They don't show how close he is with them. There's no backstory that justifies why he's sobbing like Chopper. Even as I was reading it, I've never felt the weight of his motive. I only knew that he wanted to be stronger for himself, not for his family. Episode 9 had so much potential. The music was on point. The expressions were apparent, but the emotions were like Jin-woo's dad. He was never there. This episode reminds me of Danjo.anime episode 7. The tone completely shifts to despair. They didn't spend 7 episodes trying to build that. They only needed 1 to break you down into tears. If only they added more scenes delving into his relationship with his mother, that would have made this scene much more impactful. As what the kids say these days. This is not Sigma, bro. Solo Leveling, if you didn't know, is a manhwa from South Korea. Jeju Island is South Korea's largest island, known as a top tourist destination for its rich culture and volcanic landscape. So why not infest the island with ants and make it one of the best arcs? The best moments of Season 2 came from this arc. We get to see the best fight of the series so far, all the S ranks being one-tap but the cameraman never dies. And of course, Byung-gu getting snitched on. Come on out bro, he found us. This arc was controversial because it makes the Japanese look like dicks. Hey one, you gonna let them talk shit about you? They said screw it and adapted the cowardice faithfully. I am so glad the anime stuck with the Korean names. Sung Jin-woo almost became Shun Mizushino. Fans hated it, they fucked A1 for that. But A1 realized they had free will, so they made the voice actors voice 2 different names. Anyway, Korea wins and Japan is depicted as traitors. Problem solved. This season was so good, every episode ended in a clip. A good anime is one that leaves you hanging. I take that back. Now that Solo Leveling Sundays have ended, all of you probably got blue-balled at the end and thinking, should I read the manhwa? I would highly recommend you to read it. Fuck being spoiled. The Solo Leveling experience wouldn't be complete without the aesthetics. If you've never read a manhwa before, this is the best start. The anime ends at chapter 108, so you've got about 90 plus chapters to work with. So I suggest you to go on YouTube, search up the soundtracks, and blast it while you read. Lay off the drugs and start solo leveling.